Welcome everybody.
Oh, I just cut that off really quick.
That off hard. We're all about hard cuts here today. That was a hard cut. I was like, whoa, waiting for the...
I pressed the wrong button.
No. Welcome, everybody. This is podcast number 240. We are the bros, the XoneBros.
Already, for those of you watching live, already there are mistakes in the show that only happen when the backbone of the show is not here.
Jordan. We are without Jordan. It's Mr. McSpicy and myself here today holding down the fort. Jordan is in Wisconsin.
He's the
land of cheese.
He's in all good old-fashioned Wisconsin. With great cell service, from what I hear.
Yeah, great cell service. He'll be calling in a little bit later into the show.
Yes.
Looking forward to that. We're just waiting for his phone. We've got the lines open. Lines are open. Lines are clear.
Lines are there.
Jordan just need to call in at 1-800-888-4884. That's 1-800-888-4884. Lines are open right now.
That's good. That's good. Thanks. Give us a call.
Yeah.
I want to pre-apologize for...
Prelogize.
Well, I guess I can already apologize because I already screwed up. But our shows without Jordan are different.
Yeah, they are.
Because he's like the serious guy.
He is.
And he's like the one that like
let's be honest, he's the gamer.
He's the drums to our orchestra.
He's the gamer. We're just here.
He's like the guy because he just stares at us blankly until we come back on topic.
He's like, what are you talking about?
So he won't even say that. He says it with his eyes.
He does.
His beautiful eyes.
Beautiful angry eyes
that just stare right into my soul. And then I'm like, oh yeah, we're on a show.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Sorry for that abrupt intro cutoff. We could redo it, but no.
But no,
we're not.
Why not?
But no,
why not? Let's just keep going.
This is a sausage, and we're making the sausage live.
It's raw, baby. It's raw. Speaking of which, this show is brought to you by generous supporters of Patreon.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody who supports us on Patreon. If you'd like to support the show, if you'd like to expand it, if you'd like to help us reach our goal of building a studio, that's what we're working towards so we can expand it even more, head over to patreon.com/positive gaming and subscribe today. Be a part of the community. Be a part of the movement. We don't do ads. We've had opportunities to do ads. We've had opportunities to be purchased, and we don't want to F it up. So we'd rather be supported by users like you,
by community members and users like you.
Yes. Speaking of which, we've got our giveaway today. Everybody that's our Patreon supporter is automatically entered into our monthly giveaway. This is basically for the game of your choice that we do. And everybody who's live with us here on Mixer is entered. If you're not able to make it live, but you're a Patreon supporter, you're in anyways. So good for you. And our winner for this week.
Do you want me to do some stunning I prepped
Do it,
this.
baby. Go ahead.
I love this one.
Oh, here it is. Our winner.
For 2018,
our last winner of 2018.
Oh my gosh, it is.
It is our last winner of 2018. Our Patreon supporter winner.
Wow.
Coming in at 6'5", 225 pounds of svelte,
23
sultry muscle. It's the one and only, the ionized Ian Scott. Ian Scott, come on down.
I actually don't have the audience right here. No, I will do. You know what? There it is.
Yes.
But the music is a little loud.
A little louder. But hey,
yeah,
Ian Scott,
we'll just pull it back.
Congratulations. Thank you very much for your support. We will contact you, or if you get this before we send you an email, let us know via Discord or email, however you need to get a hold of us. But we will get that to you. Thank you very much.
Or call into that random number that you
1-800-888-8484.
48. That's not your social, is
Next Saturday, guys, is the last episode of 2018. Come and join us. We're doing it on Saturday. We're not going to be doing it on Friday, so come tune in on a Saturday.
Just come.
Come tune in
yourself.
Come tune in next Saturday. It's our last one of the year. Then it's the only break that we take at any time during the year. We take 2 weeks off between Christmas and New Year's. Let me see. Let me look at the date here real quick. Sorry. Our next podcast after next Saturday will be Friday, January 4th. It'll be in the new year, 2019. Super excited for next year.
I'm going to go ahead and just make an executive decision.
Yeah.
Can we do it January 3rd?
January 3rd, 2019.
Because I have something that Friday.
Okay, January 3rd, 2019.
January 3rd is our...
but next week is our last one of 2019. You don't want to miss it. We're doing it... it's going to be recorded live here on Saturday, so it'll be a day late, but not a dollar short. That's what Jordan gets back from Wisconsin. So we want to make sure we do the last one of the year with him. If you are a Patreon subscriber and you're in our bonus episode club, Patreon tier, that you'll still get a bonus episode in between there. So
yeah, that's right.
Glory be. You're not going to miss an episode.
Glory be
from me.
Hey, you rhymed.
I just rhymed.
That's actually really cool.
That I did. Game Awards. The Game Awards were on. Tyler McCord writes in and says, "Oh, he's Graphic Killer, by the way." Welcome,
Okay.
Graphic. There he is, right there. He's right there. Wisconsin.
Yeah, he's in chat. Hey.
He says, since the Game Awards were last night, was there anything that happened that you weren't expecting? And do you agree with the Game of the Year winner? Let's just jump right in. The Game of the Year winner.
Let's go through all the games that were up for Game of the Year.
Yeah. The Game of the Year winner category was filled by Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I did not play this game. McSpicy deserved to be in the Game of the Year category competition.
I mean, every game in the Game of the Year category I felt was
Celeste. I don't know Celeste, though. Celeste was in there. That's the one game
I
I
didn't
did not
play
know.
that one. Yeah, I actually totally tuned that one out.
Okay.
But it's probably really good to be in the lineup that it's in.
Sure.
I know I have to try it.
God of War was nominated. Marvel's Spider-Man was nominated. Monster Hunter World was nominated. And Red Dead Redemption 2 was. I didn't realize Monster Hunter World came out this year. It feels like a long time ago. It must have came out at the beginning of the year, huh?
I'm going to look it up because you're right. It was a long time ago that I played that. But I remember enjoying it a lot. Like the little... Do you know what the best part about that game for me was?
Yeah.
So how that game worked is you went out, killed monsters, came back, got your armor, ate some food, and then rinse and repeat. Go out, get monsters, come back, make some armor, eat some food, right?
Yeah.
Every time you either made armor or... The best one was the chef when you made the food so you could be buffed. You get your buffs when you go out to fight the monsters. They were so proud of the food that they made.
It was like a celebration of cat chefs.
And it was so awesome. And even the guys that would build the armor were like, yeah, he chose to build armor. And they all celebrated.
It is a good game. That is a dang good game.
It really made me feel good.
Every time we talk about it, I want to go back to it.
Monster Hunter World.
You're looking at release dates?
Yeah.
It's the beginning of the year, right? I bet you it's February.
January 26th.
January 26th. Look at that.
They're on the list. And that game should be on this list. That was a very fun game.
Absolutely. So the winner of Game of the Year was God of War. Congratulations, God of War. I think it looks like our line is that Jordan calling in? Is that Jordan calling in? Before we get to answer this question, let's get Jordan's phone call here. Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan, you there? Jordan, how you doing?
XoneBros, Jordan from Wisconsin here.
Hey.
First time caller, long time listener.
Oh, welcome.
I was just wondering, what was your favorite trailer from the Game Awards?
Oh, I think he wait a minute, I think he cut out.
Hello?
He is in Wisconsin.
Jordan,
Hello?
you there?
Oh, he must have drove under a
try
bridge
to
or
get it
something.
back. I'll
We'll try to get back on the line there. I believe he asked what was our favorite trailer.
The favorite trailer from the Game Awards.
Favorite trailer from the Game Awards. Mine had to be Rage 2.
That was good.
Rage 2. By far, hands down, no question. No questions asked.
What was that game? I mean, this is going to be a good one. What was that game that was made by Bastion? That was I can't remember its name. Is it the Pathless? Is that the one that was called? It was one that the developer that made Bastion, and it was like a third up-down view of looked like kind of a Diablo style game, but boss fighty and all that stuff.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. I know which one you're talking about. Hold on.
Hades. That's it.
Hades.
Yeah, and the trailer for it, that game looked really,
that was your favorite?
right
Hades?
up my alley. That game looks awesome.
Dude.
I'm excited to play that one.
That one does look good.
So yeah.
Rage 2 though, let me tell you.
Okay, go for that.
It just showed an awesome, it had the Borderlands feel with the Doom gun mechanics. What more can you ask for? I mean, a huge with Mad Max world, in a Mad Max world. Oh,
yeah.
So good. Anyways, if you haven't had a chance to see it, go check out Rage 2 trailer and the Hades trailer. Both fantastic. Back to Graphic Killer's question. God of War. Now,
thanks, Jordan. Thanks, Jordan.
Yeah, thank you, Jordan. Hey, we'll try to get you back on the line there. I know you're out in Wisconsin.
With great cell service.
Great cell service there. Game of the Year. Do you agree with the Game of the Year winner? I don't feel like I can have an accurate opinion of this because I've not played both games. McSpicy, you have played both games. Now, no doubt, let me tell you the common opinion that I have seen on the interwebs, in our community, particularly on Discord. God of War deserves to win Game of the Year, but Red Dead Redemption is next level. Like Red Dead Redemption, while God of War deserves to win it and is there, Red Dead Redemption is on a whole other level.
Yeah, it's a hard one for me because it's definitely first place and second place for me.
Okay.
And I was actually shocked that God of War won, which is surprising because that game is amazeballs.
Yeah.
I would say any other year, no question, absolutely should 100% win.
God of War.
God of War should. And I agree that it won. Let's get that because I love that game. I agree that it won. However, I have mixed feelings because we're going to go through this list and you're going to notice a common theme here, except one category. Whenever Red Dead Redemption was in the category, spoilers,
it won.
It won.
Yeah.
So Red Dead Redemption it's one of those pinnacles of modern gaming that just it's there, right?
Yeah.
There's so many parts of that game that, and we're not talking just about storytelling, we're talking about the game itself. There's so many things that they figured out a way to do in a game and thought of and put effort into that never was thought of before.
It's a technical masterpiece.
It really is. And there's a whole bunch of reasons why. The music, how the clouds work, how the shadows work, just like the technical aspect of that game is just blows your mind. So that's the like the mixed feelings I have.
Look how good of a year. Look at all those games. Assassin's Creed Odyssey, it's probably one of the best Assassin's Creed, if not the best Assassin's Creed in the series.
The funnest.
You get
one of the funnest.
Spartan kick people all over the place.
Yeah.
You got God of War, which won Game of the Year.
Such
a once in a generation type of game. Spider-Man, I would say for me, granted, again, I don't have a PlayStation. I watched you guys play it. I feel like that's the least on here. Granted, and I also don't know Celeste, so I can't speak. That's probably an ignorant statement.
Well, but see, yeah, Spider-Man, it was a great game. I enjoyed it. That's a game.
But how good is that? That good of a game is for me the least on this list.
I would say it's tied with Monster Hunter. I think it's up there.
Okay.
Right? And like I haven't played Celeste either. This list is we had a good year.
Yeah,
we had a really good year. Spider-Man was great. It's a game I really enjoyed, and when I was hooked until there was no more content for me. I got every trophy in that game.
I think Jordan the Man says it best in chat. He says, God of War was a really good narrative game, I feel. I think it deserved to win because it was honestly really good. But personally, he would have chosen Red Dead Redemption 2. And I think that's the divide. You have... I think either could have won, and that's kind of the feeling around the internet. And congratulations, God of War, you got it. So, what a good year for gaming, though, that we have these. There was no walk away.
Yeah.
In every other category there was.
Yeah. I really thought, back when...
It was a surprise. Even the God of War developers looked surprised that they had won it.
Remember back when movies got Academy Awards for being a good movie?
Yeah, that mattered.
Yeah, in the 70s or something like that.
It wasn't a snob fest.
Yeah, and when a movie was good, it was really good, and it gets like 10, 12, 13
like
Academy
the last
Awards.
movie that I really enjoyed that won Best Picture, I think was Gladiator.
Yeah, okay. So the movies like that, right? When they just dominate, they take Best Picture. Yeah. That's just how... I don't know. And Red Dead Redemption dominated every other category except one, which I think should have won in the other category it lost in. Yeah. I actually think it was like most innovative.
Oh yeah, and innovative, and it lost in that one.
And it lost in that one.
Or direct. They call it like best direction or something.
Yeah, best direction. But that's what it means. Yeah. I was surprised it lost to that one. But it there's a reason it dominated, and that's why I'm like, huh. I mean, God of War deserves a win.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that game is just it's just at another level.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption.
I was watching we watched it live over on Mixer. The reaction over I was watching other streams, like the main Game Awards stream, and the reaction was mixed. But overwhelmingly people said something similar to Jordan. God of War definitely deserves it. I would have picked Red Dead Redemption 2,
Yeah,
or
I
vice
would've.
versa. People were like, I didn't get in. Red Dead Redemption pacing was too slow for me, or I just couldn't get into it. God of War was more my style. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's the two heavyweights going at it, and one came out victorious this year.
Yeah, and I was surprised. I was honestly.
We had
It was the Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah, we had the best action game for the Game Awards. Let's go through that. Call of Duty, Dead Cells.
Remember Muhammad Ali and it's not George Clooney.
George Foreman.
George Foreman.
Yeah. George Clooney. Yeah, George
Muhammad
Clooney.
Ali and George Clooney
George
and the
Clooney
Rumble in
got
the Jungle.
rocked.
Yeah, remember that's what we had. God of War versus Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
And it was kind of, I mean, it makes sense that Muhammad Ali, all that fight, it makes sense, but it's still like, wow.
Wow.
Anyway.
Best action game: Call of Duty, Black Ops 4, Dead Cells, Destiny 2, Forsaken, Far Cry 5, and Mega Man 11.
What's this?
This is
for the
best
best action game. So Call of Duty. So best action game: Call of Duty.
Yep.
Dead Cells, Destiny 2, Far Cry 5, and Mega Man.
Yeah.
Mega Man's on that list. Good for them.
Good for Mega Man. Yeah.
That's
now
awesome.
this is a game that McSpicy you played quite a bit that won this. Dead Cells, which you really enjoyed. This was a surprise game that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, it's a really good game. Really good.
Dead
game.
Cells deserves to win best action game.
So between Call of Duty,
Here's the thing: Destiny and Call of Duty have first-person shooters to go in category. There's a case in some of these categories where games can be in multiple categories.
yeah, this is interesting because
Like Mega Man and Dead Cells feel much more alike, direct competition than Far Cry, Destiny, and Call of Duty.
I love that Mega Man and Dead Cells were even included in. Well, they're good games, right?
Yeah.
Their budget was a lot smaller than Call of Duty or Destiny or Far Cry.
This is true. And look, they brought it.
And Dead Cells won.
Yeah.
And it's a very good game. It's very fun.
Best-
Awesome game. Even Phil Spencer, when he was being interviewed, he even under his breath said, Dead Cells so good. Do you remember that when he was being interviewed on the
blue? Who doesn't like blue orbs and collecting them?
blue orbs?
Yeah, for those of you
I didn't
who-
call them blue orbs when I was
The blue
playing.
balls.
There it is.
For those of you who have not had a chance to play it, McSpicy streamed this game an awful lot when it first came out. It's fabulous. It looks beautiful. It's beautiful. It's smooth. It's a platformer. Check it out if you're looking for a good action game. What? It was on Game Pass? Was it on
I
Game Pass?
believe it was.
Or was it just super cheap?
No, I think it is on. I think
Or
it
was. It might not be anymore.
Let me check. Dead Cells Game Pass.
Not on Game Pass, says NK Woa.
Oh, okay. Well, I bought it then. I don't
Yeah.
know. I
So
wish
good,
it
though.
was.
So good. Congratulations. Best action adventure game. Again, we've got the big heads going here. Spider-Man. This is basically a game of the year. It's Assassin's
Next
Creed,
category, yeah.
God of War, Marvel Spider-Man, Red Dead Redemption 2, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider for the best action adventure
You go
game.
really fast. I got to think about these each in my
Sorry,
head when
yes.
you say it. So, best action adventure game.
Go ahead.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Got it.
God of War.
God of War,
Marvel Spider-Man.
Marvel Spider-Man.
Red Dead Redemption 2.
Yep.
And Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Every one of those games should be there.
Yeah,
I agree with
absolutely.
this. 100%.
God of War was the winner,
Yes, it won.
deservedly.
Well, I mean, yeah, it was. I mean, this is the same as Game of the Year. I mean,
Yeah,
let's
that's
be
Game
real.
of the Year. The only difference is Monster Hunter and Shadow of Tomb Raider have switched spots.
Yeah,
It's
Yeah.
crazy. Look at how many good games came out this year.
But-
That's what last night illustrated. That's what the Game Awards
So Red Dead
illustrated.
Redemption was on this list too, and God of War won it.
Yeah, so that's two. That's two. As far as
Fascinating.
role playing games, Dragon Quest, which
So new category.
new category. Best role playing game, Dragon Quest was on this, which I wish was on the Xbox. We had a chance to play this at E3. This game right up my alley. So good. Ni no Kuni, another fabulous game. I saw a lot of people playing this on the PC. Octopath Traveler.
Yeah, I actually, on your recommendation, have purchased this. I just haven't had a chance to play it.
Octopath Traveler?
I have it on the Switch. Yeah,
You haven't played it?
I had. Do you know what kind of months I've had?
Dude, just wait till you play it.
Do you know what kind of gaming schedule that I've been able
Disgaea
to?
5?
Yeah.
This is
On
a
crack?
slower paced, more story driven Disgaea 5.
Oh,
If you never mind.
Are there-
It's not even close. Never mind. I'm making weird parallels here. No, you'll love Octopath Traveler.
okay. I hear it's
Very
really good.
game.
I have it pre-installed, ready to go whenever I want to play it. On the Switch.
So Dragon Quest, Monster Hunter World. This is for best role playing game. Ni no Kuni, Octopath Traveler, and Pillars of Eternity 2, which I've never played, but Pillars of Eternity is the inspiration for Divinity Original Sin.
All right.
That's where a lot of people got that. The winner is Monster Hunter World. I agree with that. I mean, Octopath Traveler, I would have picked as well, but Monster Hunter World is a fabulous game.
Yeah.
A fabulous game.
Okay. Wow. Yeah.
Most innovative game. We're gonna skip through these ones here until we get to some more juicy ones. Most innovative, or which they call best direction. We thought Red Dead Redemption was going to win this. God of War won it. That
Maybe
one
I was wrong.
That one was a surprise.
Maybe I was wrong that Red Dead, because every time it went up against God of War, it lost. Look at that.
Well, no.
When I look at these,
we're
side
starting
by
to get to it. Ready for this?
Okay.
Best narrative. Red Dead Redemption walks away with that.
Well, that's so surprising because I really feel that God of War had a better narrative.
Wait until you get. Let me tell you.
I know, but still, like from start to finish, God of War. I get it. Okay, I haven't beaten it.
It is this beautiful symphony of storytelling, welded together like butterflies.
But God of War, the guy's voice,
Dude,
for heaven's sake.
His voice is legit.
Boy. He even said that on stage.
He even said on stage, he got a huge reaction.
Boy. Read the envelope, boy. I really feel that God of War, and I know it's like first place, second place kind of a thing. They're right there. And it's mixed feelings again for me. But I feel like God of War should have won this one, and Red Dead Redemption should have won the others.
Yeah, no, well, granted, I've not played God of War, but Red Dead Redemption is such a good, especially when you get to the end, you're just like jaw-dropping, emotionally drained, and hopeful at the same time.
Yeah.
It's crazy awesome.
I should get.
It's crazy awesome.
Why does life have to get so busy?
Oh, man. Best ongoing game. This is a weird category for me because I feel like...
I asked you a question.
Sorry, I don't know.
Okay.
My answer, I don't know.
Okay, then go for it.
Best ongoing game. This is a weird category for me because I feel like any sports game can be in there. It's technically an ongoing game, right? Like, you got Destiny 2, you got Forsaken, or Fortnite, Destiny 2 Forsaken, then you got Fortnite, you got No Man's Sky, which that one surprised me that one's in there. And if No Man's Sky is in there, why isn't Elite Dangerous in there? Like, I feel like Elite Dangerous is...
No, well, because No Man's Sky, remember, it had a really rough...
yeah, I mean, congratulations for No Man's Sky for getting
be on the list. But no, they had the bounce back, I think, deserves that alone, what they changed and how they changed it, and the marketing.
Truth.
No game comes back from that.
True.
And they did.
You got Overwatch and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. See, I just don't know because I feel like there's a lot of other games that could jump, like PUBG. Why isn't PUBG in there? I don't know. There's just a lot of games that could go fit in this category. So I want to know. Anyways, Fortnite won it. Best ongoing game. I mean, Fortnite.
Well, I mean,
is a powerhouse. Yeah. I mean, Minecraft. Yeah, why not Minecraft? Freaky RO brings up why not Minecraft. I mean, you know what I mean? There's just. I don't understand the category, like they whittle down the...
I'm going to be real with you, though.
Yeah.
Any game, I mean, it'll make the list, but there's only one game that would win that category, and it won it.
World of Warcraft. Why isn't World of Warcraft in there?
You could make... Because Fortnite, they're good at what they do. I mean, I actually haven't played that game in months. However, Fortnite is... It's a great game, and the developers support it like I've never seen a game supported before. I have never seen a game supported as much as Fortnite support. Well, I mean, think about it. Look at what they're doing.
No, it's true. It's true.
They're making $400 million a month.
Not only that, but the quick turnaround, like how fast things happen, how fast things drop.
Never seen that. And this is a personal bias that's going to praise them. I'm a console player most of the time. And they support console players. It's an all-platform game that supports console players.
Yeah.
That's rare. Usually it's just the PC platform when it's all like that. That is, it's just like we'll fix PC stuff, and then maybe we'll get to the consoles. That's usually how it is. Well, Fortnite puts in their own control scheme, they make it so the players can actually play on the same level as a mouse and keyboard.
This is true.
And that's Fortnite. Any other game. What I'm getting at is any other game that was on this category, best ongoing game. That'd be great that they made the list, but Fortnite would have won it.
Fortnite does. Yep, that's true. You make a strong position there. I cannot counter that. Congratulations.
Oh, okay.
We've got best art direction, Red Dead Redemption, or no, sorry, Return of Obra Dinn. I don't know that game. It's clearly not on the Xbox.
It won.
It won. Congratulations.
Return of the Obra Dinn. Why do I not know this game?
Yeah, there's a lot. And Celeste is the other one that I want to check out.
Yeah,
So
Celeste.
these Game Awards are so cool because it's like, oh, I got to go check these out. Best music.
At the same time, though, I was actually thinking about this. I kind of don't like long games anymore. I was thinking about this, like staring at the wall while I was eating some fruit leather and polishing my mind. I was thinking, why a long game is you have to dedicate time. It's hard to get time to get to gaming.
True.
And actually, do you know what made me think of it? So I'm playing a new game this week that just came out. It's called Mutant Zero Hour.
Dude, I hear so many people talking about that game.
Okay, it's on Game Pass.
Okay.
It's a great game. It is a fantastic. If you like XCOM, this is like a fluid XCOM, and it's very similar. You have Overwatch. It's turn-based strategy.
Oh,
it's really good.
Multiplayer?
No.
Okay.
And it's unlike XCOM that has a little bit of story, but the maps are regenerated and everything. This game is pre-campaign oriented. Enemies don't regenerate. The maps and weapons. It's like it's an RPG XCOM where you can pick up weapons and.
Very cool.
Anyways, so I'm playing that, and the game's not very long, and I kind of liked it. It was weird.
Well, I mean, when you just get done playing a Red Dead Redemption, or you're not even done playing the Red Dead Redemption, it's refreshing to get in, jump in, and jump out. Yeah.
And it was just a good game, but it was like an XCOM game, And XCOM, you can burn. I don't even know how many hours I burned into that game.
Yeah,
hundreds of hours.
It's about having that balanced gaming diet, and that's why it was refreshing to you. Now, had you just come from playing a bunch of short games like that, this probably would not have been as refreshing to you. You know?
Maybe. I mean, but it is a really good game.
Dude,
I think you should play.
I've heard a lot of people talking.
It's very
about
good.
Yeah,
it's a beautiful game, and you're like a duck and a pig.
That's how I felt. That's why I just could never go back and finish Witcher, because at the time, I just needed a break from these giant open world games, and I've really not jumped into a huge open world game with any kind of fervor until Red Dead Redemption. I've saved myself, as it were, for Red Dead Redemption, and I've thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah. So Freaky in chat just asked how many hours is this game. I'm going to turn on the elevator music because I know what I do when we talk about a spoiler. I consider how long a game is a spoiler for me. So as courtesy, if you hear the elevator music, I'm still talking about this game.
Yes.
Okay, so it's a spoilers. This is a spoiler section of the show for Mutant Zero Hour.
Mutant Zero Hour. How many hours is it, McSpicy?
It's about 15 hours.
That's not bad. It's not bad at all.
Yeah.
15 hours.
15
elevator
hours.
music off.
Okay. And spoiler.
And scene. Best score and music, Red Dead Redemption won this one. Now this one surprised me because while I do like the music in Red Dead Redemption, it's
we're talking about other things now.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's not. It's spread out over longer periods of time. Like, did you see the performance, the live performance that was given on stage with your hero? By the way, this is your hero that accepted this award.
Yeah, the guy that pulled up on a motorcycle. It looks like he pulled up in buttless chaps.
He wore his glasses, sunglasses on stage,
and he was all in like
leather,
black leather, like he just pulled up on a hog.
Yeah,
dude, that guy's awesome.
Dude, they sang. Do you remember? Anyways, they sang this. They performed this song live. I mean, one of the iconic. Remember on Red Dead Redemption, the first one, when you're riding away and that song plays as you're riding. Like you're going from tall trees back to, I think, Armadillo. Remember that? Yeah. It's like an iconic point. That point exists, but it was with that song that they did last night, and it's amazing. Anyways, Red Dead Redemption won that one. Audio design, that's another big one that Red Dead Redemption walked away with right there. And these are all going up against God of War here as well. I mean, what a great year for gaming, really.
Can I say something that's not game related that I liked?
Sure.
So I have several heroes. I have like 5 heroes in my life that I would, if I met in real life, would be completely starstruck.
Okay.
Dwayne Johnson being one of those,
Okay, The Rock.
The Rock.
I can appreciate that.
Yeah,
The Rock, less so for me. Mark Wahlberg for me.
Mark Wahlberg, really?
I like that man.
Yeah.
His 4 a.m. workout.
His early 90s music videos were amazing.
I mean,
Marky
Mark. Yep.
Those pants those like overalls that he would wear. That was pretty cool.
The man's a stud.
Anyways, so out of nowhere, I'm watching this, and Rivers Cuomo and Brian Bell from Weezer were one of the people that were doing the awards, and I was like, Oh my gosh, because that's Rivers Cuomo is like one of my heroes since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right? That was cool for me. I just wanted to say that. Has nothing to do with games.
That
and
was
I
cool.
interrupted you all on your stuff.
I do feel like they should get actors, because there were some actors that came up and played. Some of those actors you don't know anything about games.
Like
they were just reading lines.
like the from
And
Inglourious Bastards. I can't remember. Is the Jew hunter? What was his name?
Yeah. I feel like he delivered the line okay, but the girl he was with did not, and I don't remember her.
Yeah,
name.
that was. When that guy came on stage, I kind of got scared because of
he's
that
a
movie.
bad dude. Yeah, he
in that
plays
movie,
lots of bad guys.
he was. Yeah, wasn't he in The Matrix 2 as well? Wasn't he like that? I think he was. He was the French guy, wasn't he? Or I could. Be
I don't
wrong.
know.
Anyways, that guy's like when he came on stage, I was like, oh no.
And then, but there was this divide. So ready for this? This is what the Game Awards illustrates to me. Gaming is the new Hollywood. This was done in L.A. at the Microsoft Theater. It had a very Academy Award feeling, except for I cared about it, and
Yeah, I know.
but you had these bigger actors now here showing up. You get fantastic voice acting. You get Hans Zimmer was there.
Yeah.
I mean, you get fantastic gaming scores. Some of the best musical scores are, instead of in movies, are now in video games, right? I mean,
Yeah.
it's the new Hollywood. And what's interesting is when some of the actors speak, you know immediately, like, this guy plays games or this guy doesn't.
Yeah.
You know? So anyways, I think that's interesting.
Well, like Jordan brings this up all the time. Larry Herb would bring his own controller to events.
Yeah.
Right? And a move like that, you know that he plays.
Oh, yeah. Or it's like when Phil Spencer talked about Civilization. Like, there's a way you talk about
Yeah.
a game when you've played the game.
And you play it often.
And you play it often. Come to find out, he has like 600 hours in the game, or I don't know what he had, but
he plays that a lot. Yeah.
But you could just tell, it's like gaydar, right? If you have a strong gaydar, you know when someone's, it's up, right?
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
It's the same, it's gamedar.
Gamedar. Hey, yeah,
Like
that is.
immediately, as soon as they talk, it's like, you're not a gamer. I know you don't play games.
Well, and it's how they read their scripted lines.
Yeah. Well, it's just how
Totally.
it's just you could tell it's just foreign to me. Anyways, I think as I think gaming is the new Hollywood. I believe that sincerely. And I think as it becomes more and more mainstream, it's already overtaking numbers wise what is mainstream. But soon it'll be more in the conscious of.
How do you feel about
people.
that? I don't know how I feel about it. I have this weird. I have like a part of hipster embedded into my soul,
Yeah.
where I have a hard time liking popular things.
Well, I mean, but video games are more popular, but they're not
it
mainstream.
hasn't always been.
Yeah.
Like when I was growing up, I was the only one that liked video games.
Yeah,
In my family, friends, I was the only one.
yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, even with my music choices, I hate the radio because that means that the music's popular. It's disgusting to me. And so as games are getting more and more, way more popular. And as they get popular, people are jumping on the train. Like, I mean, look at before Fortnite on Twitch, what Twitch was like. And now look after, you have all these people playing Fortnite that they've never played a game in their life,
Yeah.
and you can tell.
But they're doing it because they already have a built-in audience, or
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's just an interesting dynamic, I think, that exists. That
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
anyways,
I
my
like
game dar is on point.
Oh,
Just thought I'd say that.
all right.
So there you go.
I actually think it's natural to have a game dar with everybody that plays games. We know.
Yeah. No, I know.
We know if you play games or not just by your gamer score.
Let's go to best performance, because this was a huge one. You had basically everybody knew who it was coming down to. There was two actors that both deserved to win this, in my opinion.
What is this one?
Best performance.
Okay.
You had Christopher Judge as Kratos from God of War. You had Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan. You also had Spider-Man, Assassin's Creed, and Detroit Becoming Human in there. But everybody knew the two biggest performances there, rightfully so, was God of War and Red Dead Redemption. Christopher Judge and Roger Clark.
I think Christopher Judge, this is going to sound bad, but it's a total compliment. I think he cheats by just how bad he is.
Dude, when he walked out, I was like, before he spoke, I was like, that's the dude from God of War. He looks like him, right?
I think it's cheating to have that physique and that voice in real life. That's not even fair.
What genes did he get?
He's automatically, just by being himself, on the best performance list.
I hate that guy. You've changed my mind. I hate that guy. No.
You know? Like,
yeah, no, I exactly know.
It's a total compliment. He is an awesome dude.
He's like chiseled from marble at some cathedral somewhere. He just walked out. He wasn't born. He didn't come from a woman's uterus. He was chiseled. It was from marble.
He
from
wasn't
granite.
there, and then he was there with a lightning strike.
And then Zeus said, "Alive."
And like, did you?
And
see
out walked Christopher Judge, and he was like, "I will play Kratos."
Yeah, and the suit he was wearing,
and it was so awesome.
Only he could pull off a suit like that.
It was like ladies' faces on it, like wavy with the wavy black hair.
And the artist formerly known as Prince.
Yeah,
those are the only two people that could pull off a suit like that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyways, those two and Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan. Everybody knew that those were the two. Roger Clark as Arthur Morgan took that away rightfully. I mean, either one I would have been satisfied with. I'm really happy. The performance is amazing. He did make a mistake though in his acceptance speech.
Huh?
By the way, he said it took 5 years. He's been doing that for the last 5 years.
Well, with the amount
motion
of
capture, reading lines,
that's
very
nuts.
interesting. I think he should have done the Arthur Morgan voice on stage. Kratos did.
Yeah.
When reading,
he just talks.
He just talks to me. Yeah,
and that's Kratos.
This is true.
I mean, he's the God of War on stage, immortalized from a lightning bolt.
Roger Clark,
Boom.
Or Christopher Judge. Either of you, if you'd like to be on the show, you're listening.
You're more than welcome.
We'd love to have you on. That would be
I would
awesome.
Love to, you know what? And you can come into the studio. I would be honored to have you sit here, and
that would be so cool.
I would serve you drinks, and I would do your bidding. I don't even care.
Yeah,
whatever you need.
It'd be fun. Anyways, that was an awesome one. They went through. Then before there was a pre-show, you had like best mobile games, VR games, fighting games. Dragon Ball Z won fighting games. Jordan is really into the Dragon Ball Z games, likes those. Strategy game got Into the Breach. I don't know Into the Breach.
Strategy game Into the Breach. I don't know that either. There was some that I need to play because, I mean, they hit these lists. They become important to me.
Yeah, a lot of these are on PC. We're going to have to start the PC Bros so we can experience and explore the world.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of just letting our giant Steam library grow that we never play. Best sports racing game, Forza Horizon 4 won that. It's well-deserved. That's a good game.
Hey, so speaking of like the best fighting game.
Yeah.
Do you know what trailer I really liked that I got super pumped for? Mortal Kombat 11.
Oh, so I think I was on the can.
Wait a minute. You went to the can and didn't bring your phone to watch with you?
No.
I feel like I don't even know you anymore.
Yeah,
I really feel like
I don't have enough hands for here's why. I hold on to the seat for leverage with my left hand. And I'm twiddling with the bidet controls with my right hand. I don't have a hand for my phone.
This is what you do. This is what I've done. Okay. I have a little. If you go to that bathroom around the corner, there's like a little.
Oh, you got a stand. Yeah, that's
a little stand.
That's nice. I like
and
that.
you open the drawer just a little, and you can put your little device right there, hands-free watching.
What I really need is, like the car. I have a car phone holder, which I love. By the way, do you have one in your car that holds your phone? It's changed my life. I highly recommend it.
Okay.
I just put it right up there. Prevents me from texting, although I do watch YouTube videos while I drive. So there's that.
Well, you listen to it and then look down occasionally.
Listen to it, and no, because it's right here. It's right here. So I'm looking straight ahead, and like off to my corner, I see movement and such.
Yeah.
But it keeps me from texting. You know, they say don't text and drive. So I YouTube and drive.
Is that like I'm not smoking the MJ, but I'm just on crack now. It's changed my life.
Exactly. It's kind of similar. Anyways, it's changed my life. But what I need though is one of those on my wall, like what holds your TV but holds your phone in your bathroom. You just clip it in. It's right there in front of your face. Dude, I'm doing that.
Yeah. Anyways,
we're doing that in the studio bathroom.
Oh heck yeah! Oh, it's gonna have a bidet. Everybody, they changed my life. Where's my bidet?
Bought another one?
I bought another one for a gift for a client of mine.
Oh.
Yeah, we're on that level
Whoa,
of a relationship.
That's an intimate. You're taking things to the next level.
I really am.
It's like asking a man to move.
It's only $35 on Amazon.
Are you sure you're ready to make this kind of commitment?
It's a DTR. It's a define the relationship moment.
Yeah,
it's definitely going to be like.
Is he comfortable? It's like a proposal. Really? Is he comfortable with you
I don't know. But I'm ready to make that. Take the chance.
Is he comfortable with you buying a gift for his ass? I mean, that's basically what you're doing.
I'm willing to take a chance. I really like him.
Wow, that's a risk. Wow, you're bold. I wish I had that kind of courage, man.
$35. It's a win for me.
Whoa.
And I'll really learn a lot from this experience.
Yeah, I mean, whoa. That's risky business.
Anyways, so back to okay, where were we? You went to the bathroom and you missed the Mortal Kombat trailer.
Yeah, you enjoyed the Mortal Kombat trailer.
Well, because Raiden is a badass. Raiden is one of my favorite characters in any video game. Well, I have a lot of favorite characters. I have like a top 300.
But he makes that.
But Raiden is, and it was a fight between Raiden and my brain broke. Scorpion.
Okay.
Right. So, and Raiden is he's just so like he's a god of thunder, but
he is, yeah.
But Mortal Kombat God of Thunder, right? He's not that God of Thunder up on the wall, Thor. He's the fatality God of Thunder that doesn't give no Fs. You know? And it was a fight between those two, and it's a really good trailer. You should watch it. Speaking of fighting games, I'm excited for that game.
Mortal Kombat 11.
Yeah, watch it. Just press play.
We always do purchase the Mortal Kombats because they're that fun.
They're way fun. Oh, he's the God of Lightning. Is it the God of Lightning? It's the God of Scorpion.
Oh, dude, look at that. Oh, man. Things are happening.
It is so good. Oh, and then so like his fatalities in this make me smile as a person that loves fighting games.
One of the trailers, PUBG Winter Map came out. PUBG, it's good to see them supporting there. The Outer Worlds.
Oh, now you're looking at game trailers? We're just going to go into this now?
Yeah, I'm going.
Might as well.
We're just
all right. So now that David has the game trailer screen up, we're going to go through some of the game trailers.
Well, wait, before we do, I want to finish off with your thoughts on, because I don't know that, I'm not huge into the esports scene, but you are.
Yeah.
The best team that won was Cloud9. Agree with that one?
Let me look at these. So
Australis was in it. Fnatic.
Where is this? Where's this at on your best esports team? Okay. London Spitfires. That's cool.
And OG.
Cloud9. Yeah. I mean, this is an interesting one. I basically know these teams only through certain games that I watch.
Sure.
But all these teams have different games that they play. So they play like everything. They have CS:GO, they have Overwatch, they have Dota, they have all these teams are all different. So it's hard to say which one, and this is a hard one to judge because you have to be really very knowledgeable in the overall esports world, and I feel like I'm only looking at pieces of it. So,
yeah.
But Cloud9, they're everywhere.
Esport player Sonic Fox won. That guy's hilarious, by the way.
Oh, is he the?
He gave a great acceptance speech.
Is he the one that came up with it?
With
he was in the
Fox,
Sonic
with his Fox, yeah.
Or the
Sonic Fox.
Yeah, that's funny.
But last but not least, what I really want to get to is content creator of the year. You had Dr. Lupo.
Love that guy. Dr. Lupo's awesome.
You had Myth, Ninja, Pokimane, and Willie Rex, and Ninja won. Fair?
Yeah, absolutely. I 100% agree with that.
Now, is it this year or was it last year? It's this year that Ninja really, really took off, right? The beginning of the year?
No, I would say September of last year.
But
he was a fairly popular streamer up to that point. I mean, I was watching him he was a Halo player. I didn't watch him in the Halo days, but the H1Z1 days, that's when I started watching him. And he's been around for years and years and years. But he had a concurrent viewership probably of around 4,000 to 8,000 before Fortnite. I mean,
that's a lot different than 300,000 at the March of this year, May of this year.
At the time, that was probably in the top 3% of streamers on Twitch, or probably top 2%. I'm just pulling these numbers out of my butt, but that's just kind of the vibe. You had the big boys were like Lyric and those guys that their viewership was around 20K to 30K. And his was like 5 to 8K. So he was there.
Sure.
And he was making a living streaming. But when he was the first one to switch to Fortnite, and it was about August. He did it right when, like, the first week or two, I think the second week of when Fortnite had their Battle Royale mode release.
Okay.
And he took a risk to switch but he felt like it was a fertile ground. All the other games were saturated.
Sure.
And then he went over there, and then the game blew up, and him with it.
Yeah. And I mean, took streaming numbers, then subscription numbers to next heights because of Amazon Prime, Twitch Prime.
4 of these people, 4 out of the 5, Dr. Lupo, Myth, Ninja, Pokemon. I don't know Willy Rex. I think he's a YouTuber, and I don't watch YouTube as much. I'm not sure. He's probably way huge, and I'm probably an idiot. But I know Dr. Lupo, Myth, Ninja, and Pokemon are all Fortnite players.
Yeah.
Those are all.
I mean, it shows you
players.
where the popularity is.
Yeah. And so there's people that only know Ninja in chat that they're saying Dr. Lupo, Myth, and Ninja play together quite a bit. Dr. Lupo and Ninja especially play together. So and Myth he's a very good. They're all very good players. Yeah. So I don't know. And I would say my favorite is Dr. Lupo in this list.
Sure.
But Ninja deserves to win, no question.
Yeah.
I think in that list.
Well, and I think he's a good representative. He is in the main, like, people that don't know Twitch know some dude named Ninja, right?
Yeah.
He's in mainstream consciousness that way. And I think the point was made last night during the stream that we could have done worse with a representative of the gaming community. I think he has represented us well. He's articulate. He's a nice dude. Fun time. So well done. Congratulations, Ninja. Out of the gaming trailers, Crash Team Racing was a big one that came out last night. And to my understanding, now correct me if I'm wrong, but in chat, but to my understanding, last night it said PS4, but this morning they announced that Crash Team Racing would be released also on Xbox.
Yeah, well, I remember watching this trailer and going and waiting for the screen. I'm like, I hope it's on Xbox. I hope it's on Xbox. And the logo wasn't on the end, and I'm like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but then this morning, to my understanding, at least this is what I saw in Discord. Chat, again, please check me if I'm wrong. But it says, see, IGN has details that have said all. Exactly. So I think they purposely left it off. I mean, PlayStation did have a lot of commercials last night, too. One of the cool things about Game Awards at the beginning of the show, Reggie, Phil, and the Sony dude. What's the Sony guy's name? I don't know his name. Jordan.
I call him Purple Tie Guy.
Purple Tie Guy. Yeah. All walked out together, talked about games. I actually thought they were going to announce, and now we're all cross-platform, but they didn't.
Yeah.
Well, I think Phil and
stone.
Reggie started to, and the Sony guy stopped him. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Jokes. Jokes.
That's very relevant. That's funny.
It is on all console though, so that's good. So Crash Team Racing coming to all consoles. That's super exciting.
I wonder how much that cost Sony to have the Xbox logo removed at the end of that.
I mean, they own rights, like advertising rights to it, I'm sure.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, and that costs money.
Yeah,
I wonder if that's a strategy, because Microsoft's strategy is to just buy everybody. Sony's strategy is to just purchase them out of the picture. How much can I pay you to leave their logo out of this screen? Just for tomorrow.
Nintendo had a big one that I thought was cool. Ultimate Alliance 3 exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. The Ultimate Alliance games, super fun.
Oh. Actually, when was this?
I don't remember. So I don't think you hopped in until after this one.
I was taking a dump.
Yeah, looks super cool. But for Ultimate Alliance fans, that's a big get for Nintendo and the Nintendo Switch. So congratulations there. Rocket League is getting the McLaren pack. I'm calling it the Forza Horizon 4 pack because that's the main car on there. Far Cry though, we got a world premiere for Far Cry New Dawn. Thoughts? McSpicy.
Oh yeah. So this is interesting. How long is this? When did this game release? Do you know? It was like summer, right?
A year ago. Not quite a year ago. Yeah. I think it was right before summer, the beginning of summer.
It was the beginning of summer. I have not. This is on my backlog.
Oh, you've not finished it?
I have not finished this game. And I'm very cautious. You heard me use the elevator music. I'm going to play this whenever we talk about spoilers. There was a spoiler right out when this guy came on stage and said what happened in the end of the game.
I don't remember.
I was
well, that's true because if it's not even out a year.
It's not out a year, and it's still on my backlog, and I'm like, oh my.
However, the guy had I didn't understand because he had a super thick French accent. So I was like, what's he saying?
It's the whole like premise of the game.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say what it is, but the Far Cry guy came out. I played this game for a little bit, and it's on my backlog. I can't wait to finish it. But dude, give me a warning before you tell me what happened at the end.
There is something that's interesting about this Far Cry New Dawn in that during the trailer of this, Jordan brought this up. Jordan says, I think they were just like, hey, let's Fortnite that Rage game. It has, if you look at the colors, it's pink. Rage 2 has been pink for a while. In fact, it was very unique when when Bethesda first was announcing and teasing Rage. It was very, these contrasting pinks with this desperate, world. It felt a lot like that. It's the Far Cry New Dawn is this post-apocalyptic world after a nuclear explosion with people shooting each other. Mad Max feeling very rage-ish.
March 27th. So it was what? That's what? 10 months ago? 9 months ago is when it was released this year.
3 months. March is the third month.
Yeah.
Mine were on the 12th, 97.
We're doing our math real quick.
9 months ago.
9 months ago. Is the time it takes to have a child enough time to be able to go on a stage and spoil your last game's ending?
It's like it's honestly it's like
maybe
revealing the gender of your child. That's what they just did to you.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, maybe that's okay. I mean, I never thought of it in that way. 9 months, huh? I guess that's the new rule. After 9 months,
a human can be created. There's no spoilers.
If a human
in that time,
if a human can be conceived and birthed in that space of time, then
it does look. I said it during the stream last night. It does look very Rage 2-ish. So it's going to be interesting to see how that. Are they trying to compete directly with Rage? I don't imagine so. I mean, Rage is basically Doom and Borderlands and Mad Max combined. Like the Doom shooting mechanics are there. So
I was like, oh my gosh. So Jordan the man in chat. Apparently we can't get him back on the line.
Get him on the line, but he's
right there.
But he's in chat.
He says they totally have super spoilers in the trailer if you haven't beaten the base game. Just a heads up. Yeah, that's a day late. I wish they would have told me that.
Especially at the end of this trailer, it's like, hey, wait, I know that guy.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
Hey, I know that person.
There's a lot, and I was just kind of like, oh, I guess it's cool. I don't know.
So there you go. Far Cry. Hades was one of your favorite ones.
Hades looks so good. I mentioned it at the beginning of the show. It's basically Dead Cells looking like Diablo 3. A Dead Cells Diablo 3. That's what you're gonna get.
It does look good. The last one that I want to talk about that stood out to me was the Outer Worlds. This was Borderlands and Fallout combined to me. It had that feel. This is coming from Obsidian, the latest studio that Microsoft purchased. It's not exclusive. They've obviously been working on this game for a while, so I'm sure this isn't part of the Xbox exclusive deal. But it looks good. It looks fun. It's got personality. It's got that, like I said, it's got the Borderlands personality combined with a Fallout feel. You're at the outermost frontier of the galaxy, and you're trying to survive. And there's an RPG shooting element to it. Looks cool. Go check it out. Outer Worlds by Obsidian.
The Outer Worlds. I'm pulling.
You'll
it
remember
up right
it.
now. I'll pull it up.
You'll remember it when it plays there.
There was a lot. I actually could not tell when there were commercials or when there were game trailers like that are like world premiere.
I mean, one of my favorite game trailers that are coming out is the Don't Vape game. I saw that a couple times. It looks very retro platformy. Vaping leads to smoking. That's a game that's coming out, I guess, right?
Yeah, that one was funny because it was a commercial that you shouldn't vape and you shouldn't smoke because they're related or something. I don't know, but they made it look like a video game, and I'm like,
the No Vape game.
And, yeah, I was like, oh. I don't know what that is. Okay, maybe it's a game. I'm just kidding, but at the same time,
so that's the biggest news, obviously, for the week of the Game Awards. If you haven't, I would just go watch some of the speeches. Very good stuff. I like the Gaming Awards. I think it's a good opportunity. It's a big deal. I don't think it's going to replace E3, but I think you're going to see bigger game reveals as time goes on. Like I think next year you're going to see maybe some bigger game announcements come out during this, because it's really starting to take off and become quite the event all on its own. I mean, Hans Zimmer was there, which was Awesome.
Well, and
minus. Okay, what was that instrument, by the way? Like the lights, and the lady was singing. I want that instrument.
It was just a MIDI board. So it was like a really flashy MIDI board.
I want one.
They're cool. Every time I go on and watch like my Masonic on YouTube and stuff.
Yeah,
they're only like 100. The cheap ones are only like $120.
Oh, really?
And you can. It's basically this. So this Stream Deck is basically a MIDI board, just with extra customizations. It's just buttons you can program to do anything. And so she has that MIDI board plugged in, I'm sure, to an Apple laptop because everybody in LA uses an Apple laptop.
Apparently.
Yeah. So, but then you can program it to do anything. She had it on some tuning software. And so when she could sing like really off key and it'll fix it. And then she could do the octaves and, thirds and fifths and whatever she wants.
There's a chance for me to become a world-class singer.
If you want to become a world-class singer, there is no better time than now.
If Paris Hilton could do it, I could do it.
Yeah. Thanks to Cher from 19 whatever.
Did she use one?
She's the one who that was the first song. You know that song? You believe in love after love. That song? That was the first song that used auto-tune. Well, what became auto-tune. Auto-tune was actually, this is an interesting fact.
Fact me.
Auto-tune was originally made by I think it was a seismic engineer.
Okay.
To do some check seismic things
earthquakes
in the ocean and with oil and stuff like
that. The mating patterns of whales.
He was a whaleophobe.
He was
a whale creep, and he was trying to learn the
mating patterns of whales.
The mating patterns of whales. He was really just a sketchy
dude. That's what the tuner was made for.
But then Cher, then it was like, you can actually use this to manipulate, vocals or sounds and stuff like that. So Cher comes out with that song, and then I'm sure T-Pain was in a Starbucks listening to that and going,
T-Pain was like,
I tell you what,
I can do that.
I can use this for my shiz. And ever since then, T-Pain did it on purpose, like hardcore on purpose. Up to that point, it was more like, Cher did it sort of on purpose.
It was subtle.
It was subtle to try to fix talent.
Mistakes, yeah.
And then T-Pain was like, you know what? I could just jack this world up in a way that they've never seen.
I'm gonna throw a wrench in this, and he did.
Yeah. So that's kind of a brief history of autotune. And now there is no better time, David, for you to become a world-class singer.
I'm doing it.
Than now, because you need no talent whatsoever.
One of our bonus episodes should be my first performance.
Yeah.
With the MIDI board.
That would be awesome.
Or the three of us.
And all you need is that
tuned together.
That guy from Norway or Sweden. His name's Max. Oh, what's his name? He writes.
Come up with the lyrics.
He's wrote, I think, 60% of all pop hits in the last 10 years.
I'm there.
And everybody uses this guy. And then you have the other doctor dude. Between Dr. whatever, it's not Dr. Lupo, but like Dr. Leon, and then Max, Max Jets. I'm going to look this up. You don't need any talent anymore in this world. You really don't. You can really just press that MIDI keyboard and fix your audios like you couldn't imagine.
Oh, Freaky RO says, interesting fun fact.
Dr. Zhivago.
Fun fact. First of all, Jordan says that way why we have all the beached whales, all the auto-tune at concerts. Beached whales are coming out. Heh, I get it. Freaky RO says, Cher's producer, fun fact, Cher's producer wouldn't share how he did it. T-Pain figured it out and overused it. Fun fact. That's interesting.
No, he didn't just overuse it. He did it on purpose.
He made it.
He was
like, this is going to be why people know me.
He was, it was like that Back to the Future scene where he's like, hey, Chuck, this is your uncle, Larry. You know that sound you've been looking for?
Listen to this.
Listen to this. And he puts it up there. That's what happened he was at Starbucks or something. I don't know. And then he totally just took it from there.
And then Freaky says T-Pain didn't share the secret either.
And now you can get a T-Pain app on your phone where you can just talk into it and it T-Pains it. Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, there you go. That was the Game Awards. Cowsnap writes in, McSpicy, what do you think of this? Cowsnap says, what games are getting overlooked in your opinion due to too many good releases? Any games that you feel are that got overlooked or are getting overlooked?
Wait, what? I was trying to find that Max. I'm really bugged that I can't remember Max and Doctor.
That's okay. What games are getting overlooked in your opinion due to too many good releases? I mean, when you look at the competition out there, I'll tell you one that's super fun. I think fun games that don't necessarily have that that AAA epic storyline. I'll give you an example. Warhammer Vermintide.
Yeah.
Super fun game, but it doesn't have that boom, hit you in the gut story. It doesn't have a story. It's just going and chopping off Red's head. But it's so fun.
With a game like that, do you need a story?
No, you don't.
I don't think you do.
You don't.
I really don't think you need a story with that.
Yeah, so I think that games like that maybe get overlooked, especially when there's a lot of
Chat just figured it out. It's Max Martin.
Max Martin. There you go. Cooper.
We're gonna get back to this because that guy, Max Martin, has made, and you can't. It's like hard to Google search this name because he's like stripped from every. They don't want you to know. Taylor Swift does not want you to know that she doesn't write her music. They want you to think she writes her music.
Sure.
But Max Martin has. That's why they all sound like. That's why on the radio. 9 out of 10 songs sound the same because they're all coming from the same dude.
He's the bard of the 21st century.
Do me a favor, David.
The barb.
Look up in your spare time in the next week the Millennial Whoop.
Homework. Oh, I've looked that up before.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've told me that.
That's because of Max Martin. Okay, sorry. Back to whatever. Thank you,
Warhammer Vermintide, a game like that I feel like gets overlooked with so many good games coming out where it's just a purely fun, super good game that's just fun, right? Like that's just a fun game, a nice surprise, so refreshing.
Can I have a list of those questions? Did you print me off one?
Oh yeah, here you could just have it.
Okay, thanks.
I mean,
I didn't mean to just.
it's okay.
I don't even without Jordan. I'm confused. Is it on the back of that?
No, I don't know. Anyways, what do you think? Anything that pops to your mind on games that maybe get overlooked because there's just so many amazing games out?
Well, you know what's funny is the great thing about Game Pass is there's a lot on there that I would have missed.
That you get to try.
I'm going to say the Mutant Zero Hour. It's free on Game Pass. It came out with Game Pass. That's why I got it.
Yeah.
And
that was Vermintide. That was Warhammer Vermintide.
That's why I got it. And it's a great game. I'm a huge XCOM fan. And this is like, it whets your palate. It feeds your addiction to the XCOM style turn-based game. And they did a really good job. They actually made improvements that I really enjoy over
XCOM. So do you think it's better than XCOM overall or not totally?
There are certain mechanics that I agree are, but at the same time, XCOM is very replayable.
Okay.
And I don't think this game is because it's a campaign. It's not, the maps aren't randomly created and randomly generated.
Innova says Metro and Sunken City he feels like were overlooked. Fitzy, Graveyard Keeper. There's another super fun game that made a giant splash.
Yeah, well, that because the Game Pass. Wasn't Graveyard Keeper in Game Pass? I believe
it was in Game Pass as well, yeah.
So I think, yes, especially in today's era with game campaigns lasting 100 hours or whatever, this is the discussion we had.
The epics.
It takes a long time. It's a big investment, and all these games are falling through the cracks. But I have Game Pass where I can just download and play, and I feel good about my life.
This is true. This is true. Yeah. Anyways, great question. Thank you very much, Cowsnap, for writing in. And last but not least, we have Sean. We have Sean Griffiths. Sean Griffiths writes in and says, "With Jordan away, will you get to the mailbag this week?" There you go. Answered your question.
We did.
We did it. Hey, we remember.
Actually, I'm impressed with David today. You weren't joking around.
We're on point, man.
He printed off 6 pages of notes.
6.
And you weren't even joking around. I was halfway through some of the time. I was like, what are we talking about? You're really good. You're good.
Sean Griffiths, though, wants to know, with Red Dead 2 Online being the grind that it is, who will be buying gold when possible? He says, I generally make a rule not to get sucked into microtransactions, but I'm very tempted to blow some money on a great horse or gun to get me started. So I'm not going to lie. I bought the shark cards in Grand Theft Auto. Granted, I didn't play Grand Theft Auto Online that much, but when I was first there, I did buy a shark card. I will probably purchase gold. The microtransactions are not, they're figuring those out. In fact, did a patch release today?
Yeah.
Because they announced that it was going to come this week, and their main focus is on balancing the economy.
A patch hit, and then there's a rolling, we'll call it a rolling fix.
Yeah.
That if you just log in, they will be fixing some. It's basically the economy that they're trying to adjust.
Yeah.
There's a lot of complaints,
which I think is smart. That's the first thing you got to get right, and then everything else follows.
Yeah. For example, I've bought and spent a lot of money on weapons and they are refunding a lot of that money I spent on weapons because they're lowering the cost of weapons because it was really hard to buy weapons.
Yeah, weapons or even stuff was imbalanced. Like a can of food was as much as a pistol sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that it wasn't really balanced. But yeah, I don't have a problem with is once they get that balance out, figured out at what, how many gold bars equal $10, for instance, right? And then how that translates into the game. I will definitely be purchasing some. Not afraid to do it at all.
They're actually giving you 15 gold bars just for playing the beta.
And we're getting $250 refunded to us, which I just bought a permanent posse this morning, which was $200. So I just got that money refunded, basically.
Oh, I bought one of those just for science, and then I was poor for like a week.
Yeah, I have $10 now. And then to fast travel was $5. I'm gonna spend $5 at fast travel when I could just drive there, drive my skinny nag. Which I got to get a new horse. I need a better horse.
Well, here's the deal. I've killed my horse like 5 times on accident,
And then you start over.
Yeah, it's a sad thing. It's really.
I
sad.
also have. I'm trying to get a fishing pole, but I got to level 14, and I'm only at like a level 11.
Fishing's good income.
That's why you're the one that's inspired me to get a fishing pole.
And every time you catch
Although
a fish,
after this economy shift, it might not be that great of income.
it's really easy to level up your health thing because every fish you catch gives you plus 10 health.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
The posse though, so you can max out your posse at like 10, I think, or 12. And I saw some posses in there today had 7. Mine, when I bought the permanent posse, I thought it would automatically put me to 7. It's only at 4, and then I think I've got to level up, right?
No. So how it works, think of it like, see, what game would have the mechanic like this? It's you start with 4, and then you can get, as you level up, you can upgrade to 7 later.
Do I have to pay for that upgrade?
I'm sure.
Oh.
You have to pay for nothing in this world.
Nothing in this world is free. Money doesn't grow on trees.
Yeah, everything
does
costs
an
money.
armadillo.
Does it grow on trees in armadillo? There's no trees in armadillo. There's cacti.
Cacti.
Yeah. And there's armadillos.
Dude, I had
an
a blast
interesting place.
with my posse the last couple of days. Let me tell you that we've got the early morning crew called the X1 Raiders.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have to be. How does that work? Because I created a posse and I can only invite Jordan, and I don't know how it works. If he's not online, what happens? Does he still like?
So they grade out in a permanent posse. It grades them out. So you can, I think, so even though I only can put 4 people, I think I can have 8 people right now in that permanent posse at any time.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
That makes a lot
So,
more sense.
Crews will eventually be coming. When crews come, stay tuned. We'll definitely be setting up a crew there. Anyway, Sean Griffiths, I will be getting gold. I don't have a problem with that. McSpicy, how about you? You have a problem with the microtransactions in a game like this? Did you have a problem? Shark cards, that's going to be the equivalent.
So, out of principle, I have never purchased anything until Fortnite. Then I spent $200.
Hearthstone.
But see, Hearthstone is a card game. It makes sense.
Okay.
This is like
until Fortnite.
Yeah, and then Fortnite.
Did you not ever purchase a shark card?
Never.
Oh, wow.
I have never purchased like in-game currency to buy in-game stuff.
Wow. Okay.
Ever. My Overwatch account on the Xbox, I have out of principle. This is just out of my own principle.
Yes.
They give you these
Your
crates,
high morals, as it were. I'm better than these video game morals. I have like 200 plus carts that I have earned just by playing the game, and I will refuse to open them. I don't care. I have from 2 years ago, the China event, like the Year of the China or whatever it is, and then I have all these different kinds of crates. I won't open them for the skins. It's not cool, man. Out of principle. Then Fortnite comes along and I spend $200 because I want stuff. Yeah.
Like there's nothing, I gotta say, in Fortnite, I have John Wick. John Wick is so cool. Now you get a Desert Eagle as John Wick, and you run around, and then you play the John Wick club music. And then I have the dog on the dog backpack. Have you seen the dog backpack?
Yes, I have.
Where the dog's like looking around and looking. I'm John Wick with my dog. It is the greatest feeling in the world. See, that I will spend money on. I don't know why.
Red Dead Redemption gold bars. You think you'll spend money?
Probably not. No.
I think I will.
No.
Get a nice gun. maybe an antique pistol. Maybe once they get player housing, buy myself a nice cabin up in tall trees somewhere. Can I say?
Jordan the Man has a good point. Thanks, Jordan the Man, for being in chat right now. But with Fortnite, you get to choose what you want. Overwatch, you can't. That makes sense. That's the
Overwatch is random.
Overwatch is random, and it pisses you off.
Yeah.
This is why I don't like Forza spinning wheels.
Yeah. Okay.
I hate them because I'm having a good time. But then it says, hey, you could win this car, but guess what? You can't.
I'm going to buy gold bars when poker comes in so I can just come into your games and go all in all the time.
I know, but see, that only works. That doesn't work on me. I'm a seasoned player, man.
I can't wait for poker to come into Red Dead.
Is it coming?
Of course, it's got to be coming.
I hope so.
Although, if you have poker in a game, because can you spend real money in prominence poker?
Mm-hmm. You can. Not real, but you can buy fake money. You can buy Disneyland
Okay,
dollars.
so that's not like an issue with making it gambling, because it's only gambling if you win money back.
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
So you can buy a million chips. And then I can tell when I play prominence poker, I can tell, I really appreciate the people that spent money in that game. Because you can tell the people that have earned their chips versus the people that just go all in every
Dude,
hand.
I'm really excited.
And I end up with all your chips.
Jordan says they lost the flash drive that poker was on.
Yeah.
They'll be bringing.
Well, and I really feel like the poker, it's so in the campaign. The poker in the game, it'll be nice to play against real humans, but it's slow paced. Like you have to sit there and wait for such and such, and then the animations and such and such.
So in the game, though, it's to tell a story. That story's not gonna. That's not gonna exist. Like they want to.
Do you think they're gonna change the mechanic just for multiplayer?
Yeah, because in the game, if you in the game when you're doing it. So I've not played poker. I mean, I played poker. There's a mission where you play poker, but I played blackjack down in Rhodes, and it's slow paced to make you feel that it's real, in the respect that like the characters are talking to each other, the characters are like having these reactions against other humans. It's just going to be go go go. That won't exist.
I hope so. And I that's probably all I'll do in that game, because I really want to take everyone's money. I love poker. It's so fun.
Besides a mutant. Oh, by the way, thank you, Sean, for writing in. Great question, by the way. Besides the mutant, which now I got to try. What's it called again? Your game?
Oh, Mutant 0 Hour.
Mutant 0 Hour.
And apparently that was like a tabletop game that they turned into.
Yeah, that's what Shine. I think Shine was saying that in Discord.
Yeah, and it's really good. You should do. You're like Howard the Duck. They even have like a Howard the Duck hat. So you're mutants, and one character is a duck, another one is like a pig, and they're cool.
Did you get to play any Hitman or anything? I know you've been working on that.
No, that's a game that.
You took a walk. I remember you took a very long walk. You're still taking your walk on that game?
No, I'm ready to play it again. It's really good, but it's long if I want to do everything. It's one of those games that it's just this is when I was playing Mutant 0 Hour. I feel like there are games that are too long for me nowadays. Oh. And it's hard because I know the investment that I'm going to have to make to start playing it again.
Yeah.
And I don't think I'm ready for that kind of commitment.
I can see that, yeah. I mean, you're not ready to buy that game in bidet yet.
No, we're
not
at that
ready
level.
for that kind of commitment.
Because there's so many things to play. I don't know. There's so many things to play.
Mutant. Sorry, one more time. What is that game? I don't know why I have a hard time with this.
Here, I'm gonna pull it. I'm gonna link it to you.
Okay.
It's Mutant 0 Hour, and it's called like it's a third name. Mutant 0 Hour.
Mutant
is
0
the
Hour.
actual like IP.
Okay.
And it's called Mutant 0 Hour Road to Eden.
Ooh, I like anything named Eden.
It's really here. Let me show you. Here. Let me show you like.
I mean, Eden is a big part of Far Cry. Speaking of Far Cry.
There we go. Look at these are your characters. Like look at you're the duck and the pig.
Oh yeah, that I've seen that artwork somewhere. I don't know where. Anyways,
I'm gonna show chat this picture. I'll pull it up on the camera so they can see how awesome it is.
Mutant 0 Hour. It is in Game Pass right now, so go check it out. McSpicy highly recommends it. Myself, I've just been doing some Red Dead Redemption. I've been doing the posse. I did make it to the epilogue. I'm almost through the story, and let me tell you the story. Wowzers. It is so good. I'm just blown away by it.
There they are.
There it is. So what you got
in
it? There's a duck, a pig, and then it looks like the Forsaken from Destiny. right there in the middle.
That's a girl. She's actually really strong of a character. But you have like run and gun. It's just like XCOM where you have run and gun and all these Overwatch ability where if somebody runs around the corner, you're in like standby mode and hit them. It's XCOM. Just it's a more fluid XCOM with a straight linear campaign instead of just random events happening occasionally and all the maps are jumbled, which has a lot of good replayable value.
Yeah.
But it's really good. If you like those games, you'll enjoy this one.
Well, there you go. That does it. Let's get out of here. That does us for today. Next week, Jordan's back. We hope you guys were able to suffer through without Jordan the man, the voice of reason, the voice of calmness.
I think you did really good.
Chocolatey smooth.
I don't think I did as good. Because I started talking about Max Martin and who knows, whatever. You were on point.
Jordan's not here. That's the excuse we'll use. If you guys don't like this episode, Jordan, it was hard. I suffered.
Yeah. Yeah. Without Jordan just staring at me blankly. Whatever. Yeah. So anyway.
Well, guys, thank you very much for joining us another week. Don't forget, if you haven't yet, head over to iTunes, hit that subscribe button, rate us and review us there. That honestly helps us. By the way, also, we are experimenting. We're doing an XoneBros marathon at the moment. So if you get a chance, head over to Mixer. All of our podcasts that we've ever recorded, they're there throughout the day, all day, every day. It's a XoneBros marathon. Go check it out. We'll see you guys next week. Have a good one.